What if the world's first empire was built by a poor gardener's son, who became a god? Before Rome, before Alexander, before Egypt ruled empires, one man from Mesopotamia changed history forever. His name was Sargon of Akkad, and his rise was so brutal. People were still writing stories about him 1,700 years after his death. Southern Mesopotamia more than 4,000 years ago. The land was packed with powerful Sumerian city-states. They shared the same gods, the same language, the same culture, but they hated each other. Lugalzij of them crushed rival kingdoms, captured Uruk, conquered most of Sumer. At the time, he may have been the greatest conqueror alive, but history was about to forget him because somewhere in the north, a young man named Sargon was rising. He became cupbearer to the king of Kish. That wasn't just a servant job. He stood beside the throne every day. He heard secrets. He advised rulers. Sargon had entered the center of power. The king feared Sargon would overthrow him, so he sent him away with a secret message, a death order. But the plan failed, and when history becomes clear again, Sargon is no longer a servant. His king, Sargon, rebelled against Lugalzij. The two armies met in battle, and Sargon won. He captured the mighty king in chains, dragged him to Nippur, and destroyed the walls of Uruk. He united them into a single empire, the Akkadian Empire, history's first true empire. He built a new capital city, Akkad. Its exact location has been lost for thousands of years. No one has ever found it. Sargon launched campaign after campaign north, west, into Anatolia, across the Zagros Mountains. His armies crushed tribes, cities, and kingdoms. He connected irrigation systems, expanded agriculture, created massive food surpluses. Cities grew richer, populations exploded, trade spread everywhere. He placed his daughter in Hejuana as high priestess. She would become the first known author in human history. As Sargon grew old, rebellions exploded across Mesopotamia. Even in old age, Sargon marched back to war and crushed them again. When he finally died, he became legend, but the empire survived. Then came Naram Sin. He declared himself a living god, not after death. While still alive, he wore the horned crown reserved only for deities. The empire reached its peak, but underneath the victories, everything was beginning to crack. And then came the Gutians, mountain tribes from the Zagros. For generations, Akkadian armies had invaded their lands. Now, the survivors returned for revenge. Civil war, foreign invasion, economic collapse. The empire shattered, for kings ruled unjust for years. Akkad, once the center of the world, collapsed into ruin, and eventually, the great capital city disappeared completely. Lost to history, the empire vanished. But Sargon's idea survived forever. One ruler, one army, one empire controlling many peoples. Nearly every empire after him followed the path he created, and it all began with a poor boy from Mesopotamia who changed the world forever. This is the story of Sargon. So if you like it, then please subscribe and like for more interesting stories.